Convert AVI, Xvid, to MP4, H.264, keeping the same quality. I want to compress an AVI file to MP4 using an H.264 codec. I could not get the same quality. How can I compress it? Original video. Original video screen. ffmpeg console output, ffmpeg input.avi. Test 1. ffmpeg command. Test 1 screen. ffmpeg console output, ffmpeg i1.mp4. Test 2. ffmpeg command. Test 2 screen. ffmpeg console output, ffmpeg i2.mp4.
First of all, install a more recent version of ffmpeg. Grab a static build from the download page. The use of for presets, which is a way to set default values for ffmpeg settings, not encoder settings, is not really necessary. You usually want to use the preset options defined by the encoders. The reasons you get low output quality are the following, for your two cases respectively. In the first case you use CRF25, a constant rate factor that's going to give you worse quality than the default for the H.264 encoder, which is 23. The CRF controls the quality. Try setting a lower CRF, maybe 20, 18, etc. here. Lower means better quality, but it'll increase the file size. A change of 6 in the CRF gives you twice/half the original average bitrate, roughly speaking. You'll have to set a lower CRF because of the generation loss. You're encoding something that was already encoded, so you're again throwing away visual information. That's never good, but if you have to, you're going to have to set a higher quality so as not to remove too much information from the input video. In the second case you're trying to set a constant bitrate of 2 mbit/s. Your input video roughly has the same bitrate. Now, X264 delivers much better visual quality than an MP4 visual encoder for the same bitrate, but due to the generation loss, again, you might want to use an even higher bitrate than the original. otherwise you'll end up compressing away too much information. Furthermore, constant bitrate encoding might result in some passages looking good, but other parts of the video looking worse. If you don't let the encoder freely choose the amount of bits it wants to spend on something, you're going to sacrifice quality at the expense of knowing the target file size. X264 does have a constant bitrate mode, but it's considered inferior to the other encoding methods. Actually, 2-pass encoding isn't meant to target optimal quality, so scratch that. That all being said, try something along the following. If ffmpeg_AAC is not available, use this instead. The main quality control knob will be your CRF setting. Experiment with that and use a lower value if you need better quality. You can also choose the Verislow preset, which will give you better compression, but the encoding will obviously take longer. If you can't manage to get a decent quality file at a reasonable file size, then you're out of luck. Better keep the original file as is, without re-encoding. There's no magic keeping the same quality tool when you're compressing something that's already compressed.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.